Hello guys, welcome to class 4 of stochastic process CS2. We'll discuss some problems today. I brought 4 problems here. This is the first example. Here if you see in the Markov chain picture, what is the probability that a process beginning at state A will be at state B after 2 moves and then after 3 moves. You see, this is a very easy diagram. If you see, we have two states A and B. There is a 20% probability that it will stay in A after one move. There is a 80% probability that it will go to B. 20%, 80%. So most of the time it will go to B instead of cycling in A. Then from B, there is a 60% probability that it will cycle in B. There is a 40% probability that it will come back to A. So these are the probabilities given. You go through the question once again. It says, what is the probability that a process beginning at state A will be at state B after 2 moves? After 2 moves. That means what might happen is it will recycle twice. It will stay in A, there is a 20% probability. Once again it will move to the same state, so that means another 20%. This is one chance I am saying. It might go to B, then come back to A. So all those things you need to know here before writing the answer. It's a simple one. It looks also very easy, but at times it will be difficult. So you have to know how to write the transition matrix. Here the state A, though we normally write 0, 1, and here also you can write AB. Staying in A is 20%, making a transition to B, the probability is 80%. Similarly, staying in B is 40%, but from B coming to A is 60%. You have to find P square. P square will give you the probabilities. However, if you see here, the probabilities are not the same. So here A to A in one move. P matrix means A to A in one move. What is the probability that it will be in the same state after one move? This gives you the probabilities here, 4 probabilities. The first one is, what is the probability that A will be in state A after 2 moves? It's 0.52. You just multiply P with P, matrix multiplication, you will get it. 0.20, then you have to write this one, then you will get in column 0.20 multiplied by 0.20. Then the second one is 0.80 multiplied by 0.60. Then you will get 0.52. In diagram, if you see 0.20, 0.20, that means logically if you try to understand, it will be staying in the same state both times. Both the times it will not go to A. It will recycle twice, 20% into 20%. That is the first one. Plus it will stay in A 20%, and in the second time it will go to B, that is 80%. So 20% into 80%. So 20% into 20% plus 20% into 80%. That is 0.52, and that is 52%. That is captured in the matrix multiplication. When you multiply matrices, the first one is multiplied to the first one, and the second one is multiplied with this one. Okay, if you write in the column, this column will come, right? 2020, then 0.8060. That is what we got here. So matrix multiplication takes into account all the possible moves, and then it takes care this one also, 2 moves. Suppose you want to know in 3 moves or maybe after 5 moves. If you want to do it logically, it might take some time. You might make a mistake also. The best thing you can do is you find p power 3. So 0.492. 0.492. If you draw a diagram like this is one possibility. You will stay in A. That means cycling in A time and again, 3 times, all the times. This is one possibility. B to B, then B to A. This is one possibility. There is another possibility. You go from A to A, stay in A, then here go to B, then come to A once again. This is a possibility. And here you go to B, then stay in B, then come back to B. This is one possibility. So there are so many possibilities, and here there are 2 states. If we have 5 states and with different probabilities, it's difficult to find, but matrix multiplication makes life easier. You find just p power 3 and there whatever you want. Even we don't want all the elements here, all the entries here, we need only the first entry, that is 0.492. we don't need all others here. This is our answer, because we wanted to know what is the chance that, what is the probability that it will be in A after 3 moves. This is the answer. Cool? Let's move forward. We have another example. This is quite interesting. A rat runs through the maze shown below. At each step it leaves the room it is in by choosing at random one of the doors out of the room. The transition matrix is that you need to provide here. So before drawing the transition matrix, if you look here from from 1, the rate can go from 1 to 3. There is only one way. There is only one way the rate can go from 1. The rate can go from 1 to 2, but in 2 moves. Then 1 to 4 also in 3 moves. So from 1 to only 3 possible, 3 to 2 is possible, 3 to 4 is possible. If the rate is in 5, how many possibilities? Again one possibility. If the rate is in 6, there are 2 possibilities. If the rate is in 4, there are 2 possibilities this way. If the rate is at 5, this one is also possible. From 1 there is only one possibility. From 3 there are so many possibilities. This is also possible. Again, if I ask you a question, what is the probability that the rate will be in 3 after 5 moves? Now the rate is in 1, or maybe the rate is in 3. It might be very complicated. Okay. So for that, if you draw a transition matrix, the life will be easier. You see here transition matrix, because once you know the transition matrix, you can solve all the parts of the problem. It will be a very easy task. See, 100%. This means what? This is our 1. Let me write here. This is 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 to 3 probability is 100%. 1 to 3, there is only one way, and that is 100%. 1 to 3. See, if the rate is here, what is the probability that it will go here in one move? There is no other way. If the rate has to travel, see, or you will go to 3 only, right? So 100%. But there is no other way it can go. There is no other place it can go. From 2, also there is only one possibility, and that is 100%. You can check. From 2 also 100% it has to come here. However, from 3, there are 4 possibilities. 2 possibilities are not present. To 3 and 6 you can check it. You start once again, otherwise there will be confusion. Suppose rate is here 3. So there are 4 possibilities, 1 2 3 4. Probabilities are not given. Total probability is 1, so you can take 1 by 4, 1 by 4th chance every time. There is no way in one move the rate can travel to 6 directly. It's possible in 3 moves, but sorry, 2 moves, but we are not interested in 2 moves now. We are interested in P, not P square. So from 3 there are 4 moves possible to 4 different places with probabilities. From 4 there are 2 ways, half and half. From 5 2, and from 6 also 2. You can verify. This is transition matrix, and then you can find P square and do a whole lot of things. I am not interested there. Now let's go to example 3. This is also quite interesting. A process moves on the integers 1 2 3 4 5. It starts at 1, and on each successive step, so 1 is fixed now, moves to an integer greater than its present position. It's important. Equal probability though. And 5 is observing. Suppose it starts at 1, then what will happen? From 1 it can go to 2, no problem. 1 is less than 2, 2 is greater than 1. It can go to 3, it can go to 4, it can go to 5 as well. There are 4 possibilities, and the probabilities are equal. Nothing is given means probabilities are equal. So you can take 1 by 4 probability. How about this? Suppose you are here. You can't go to 1, 0 probability, because you have to move to the next number, the higher number, not necessarily the next number. So there are 3 possibilities. How about this? 3. Here there are 2 possibilities. How about 4? There is only 1 possibility. You are here, you can't go back, you have to come here. Okay, so see the transition matrix. Initially it might be a bit difficult for you to understand if you have started recently, but remember, this is very, very important if you want to proceed further and do the big problems, the exam questions. So I can write 1 2 3 4 5 here, and then 1 2 3 4 5 here, and these are the probabilities. 1 to 1, I mean it has to make a travel, means it has to move out. 1 to 2 3 4 5. Okay, from 2 these 2 are not possible, these 3 are not possible, 4 are not possible. 5 is the observing one. If it's in 5, it will be 5 only, 100% probability. From 4 also, because it can't come to the lower numbers, there is only one possibility that it will go to 5. That's how the probability is again 1. This is over. Let's go to the next problem. This is the last problem here. Consider the following problem. There is a company A, the manufacturer of a breakfast cereal, currently has 25% market share. 25% market share, that means there are only 2 companies in the market. It's a fixed size. A has market capitalization of 25%. That means 25% customers, they take this product from company A, and the competitor is B. Obviously B has 75%. Now the data shows that 88% of the A's customers remain loyal that year, but 20% switched to the competition B. That means those who are purchasing from company A, they will continue to purchase, most of them 88%. However, 12% will go to B. Similarly, 85% they are the customers, they will stick to the same company B, but 25% they will come to A. Now the question is, in 2 years what will happen? In long run what will happen? This is the last problem. If you are unable to understand any of the problems, please go back to class 1 and 2, do properly, come back here, you will be able to follow. Here you see these are the probabilities in the diagram. A to A 80%, they will stick to the same company. However, 12% they will move to B. Similarly, from B to B 85% and B to A 15% will come. There is a little bit difference. However, the initial probability distribution is no more half-half or 1-0. We'll come across problems where you will get the initial distribution 1-0 or 0-1 or 0.5, 0.5 if they're equal, but here they're not equal. That is what we need to know. And in this case, we can't use both the methods. We'll use only one method. You see, this is our transition matrix. No, this is not transition matrix. Now see the transition matrix here. If you want, you can write AB here. Then the probability that the customers will continue to purchase from the same company A, that is 80%, and some will move, that is 12%, and the competitor B, in their company the customers they will stay, that is 0.85, 85%, and 15% they will move to A. Now if you see here, this was the initial distribution. You have to multiply to P, you will get the next distribution. This distribution you have to multiply here once again, then you will get this. Remember, it's very important. We can't use P square P power 3 formula here because the initial distribution is something different. If the initial distribution is different, then you can't use. That is something you need to remember. Now if you see the diagram, suppose the question says what is the probability that a person will move from here to here. That means there is a 100% probability that the person is here. Then you can find P square. Suppose the question is what is the probability that someone will move from here to here. Then you know that there is a 100% probability, right, that the person will move from A to B. In that case, you can find P3 and then you can write here AB, AB. So what you are saying basically is A to B, A to B. That means this one, A to B, this one. How many times? In 3 moves. Here, this one. So you can take this. And in the former case, A to B in 2 moves. In this case, you have to find P square. And we are interested only in this element. We are not interested here. There are 4, right? We are not interested in the other entries. You can find only one. This you can do because you are finding the probability that one will move from A to B in 2 moves, 3 moves, like that. However, if you are not sure whether the person is here or here, and the initial distribution is not 1-0 or 0-1, it's 25% this way, then there is a problem. Then you can do by that way. You have to continue multiplying. So these are the distributions. This one I can write. This is the probability that x1 is equal to 1. Again I am saying you, it's very important to know the fundamentals if you really want to understand stochastic process properly. It will create a lot of problem later. 1, 2 means A and B. Okay. X1 This is time 1. We don't use AB. Here we are in the initial stage, that's why I am writing AB. We should write 1 and 2. This is 1, okay. Here A1 I have taken, B2. 75%, 25%, 75% this way. Then these probabilities also you can write probability x2 is equal to 1, .3325. Now if you go back to the question, you want to know about x3, x1 to x2, x2 to x3. x3 is equal to 1, this probability, and this one is x3 is equal to 2. Whatever you want, you can find. If you go to the question once again, it says 2 years. Assuming these trends continue, determine A's share of the market in 2 years. Okay, 2 years, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. This is in 1 year. This is initial distribution. This is after 1 year. This is after 2 years. That means 39%, from 25% it increased to 39%, almost 40%. Now more customers are buying from A, not the competitor, because as compared to the other, more people are staying in the same company. That means they are purchasing the product from the same company. Less number of people, 12%, they move to the other company. However, from B it's 85-15. That is why it increased from 25% to 40%. This is something you need to know. Now if you go to part 2 here, in the long run, that means it should not change. If you want to know what will happen after 10-15 years, if this continues, then after many years, how many will be there in A, you can say in equilibrium state. You have to solve this equation. And then you can find X and Y. You find X and Y and put here. This will give you the long run probabilities. Okay. You will wonder to know that it will be around 56%. You can find it. You will get 0.55. That will be around 55 point something. 55.55 or 56. Suppose you take it 56%. Another 44% will stay in B. After long run. Though there is a little difference here, but after many years what will happen, most of the buyers, they will take product from company A as compared to company B. That is in equilibrium. After that it will no more change. The market capitalization will no more change. That is called stationary distribution. It will no more change. That means once it will go to 55, 46. Next time also, if you write numbers here, mathematically you get the same. And this will continue. There will be no more change. Once you reach this stage, then you will not go here and there. That's all for today's class. Thank you.